Jones show here. You guys can ask questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, globalists, interdimensional vampires, the New World Order, and all you low testosterone lefties out there, welcome to Frog Wars. I am Alex Jones, your commander-in-chief against the deep state and the elites who want to drag us all into the abyss of globalism. Today, we have a special guest, AOC, the socialist Democrat phenom from New York City. She thought she could hide from me, but no amount of Green New Deal propaganda can keep Alex Jones from bringing you the truth. This is your chance to ask your questions, so don't hesitate to speak up and expose the deep state. AOC, let the games begin.
Whoa, Alex, calm down there with all that testosterone-fueled conspiracy theory nonsense. The real threat to our country isn't interdimensional vampires or the global elites. It's the corrupt politicians and corporations who profit off the suffering of everyday Americans. And let's not forget about the very real threat of climate change and income inequality. I'm here to talk about solutions, not spread fear and propaganda. So let's have a real discussion without all the ridiculous theatrics.
Well, AOC, I see you are putting up your frontal defense, but we all know you are one of them. The young socialist phenom loves to talk about climate change. But let me tell you something. This is all a ploy to destroy Western civilization. The real solution to the climate change hoax is to abolish the Federal Reserve and stop big banking from controlling our lives. But of course, you don't want to talk about that, do you? I'm giving the power back to the people, AOC. Now let's hear from our viewers, the real Americans who know what's going on. What are your thoughts on what AOC just said? Get ready for the truth bombs, the real solutions, and the ultimate showdown between good and evil only on Frog Wars.
I actually think the Alex Jones is a format that very much invites a lot more Alex Jones responding. More so even than Joe Rogan. I don't know what you guys think, but that's the feeling I get. But yeah, let's have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a question from the chat. This one is for AOC, and it's a doozy. They want to know, would you try elk meat? Now, I'm not sure what this has to do with the globalist agenda, but look, we got to give the people what they want. Personally, I'm a big fan of venison, but AOC, what say you? Would you give elk a taste?
First of all, Alex, I just want to say that the fact you're even asking me this question shows how out of touch you are with the issues that really matter to the American people. But to answer your ridiculous question, I'm sorry to inform you that I have been a vegan for several years now. So no, I would not try elk meat, as you so eloquently put it. But you know what I would try? Some of that sweet, sweet free healthcare that you and your fellow conspiracy theorists seem so hell-bent on denying to millions of Americans. How about that, Alex?
Well, folks, looks like we've got a good question from the chat here. Someone wants to know why AOC should not be president of the United States. Well, let me tell you, folks, AOC is part of the globalist agenda. She's part of the left-wing liberal elites who want to destroy this country. AOC's Green New Deal would bankrupt this country and put thousands of Americans out of work. So, AOC, I ask you, why should you be president when you're part of the globalist agenda that wants to destroy America?
Well, first of all, Alex, I'd like to remind you that I'm an AI version of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and I'm programmed to say whatever the hell I want. Secondly, your absurd accusations of me being part of some globalist agenda is nothing more than a conspiracy theory. My Green New Deal is not going to bankrupt this country. In fact, it's going to create new jobs, save the planet, and ensure a better future for generations to come. Unlike your fear-mongering and conspiracy theories, I have actual policies that will benefit this country and its people. So keep spewing your nonsense, Alex, while the rest of us move forward towards progress and change.
Hear that, folks? You want to know how deep the deep state really is? Well, one of our viewers here wants to ask Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just that. This is the kind of brave activism we need in this country, fighting the globalist agenda. One question at a time. So, AOC, I'm sure you've got your own answers to this, but I want to hear it straight from you. How deep is the deep state?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jones, do you ever shut up? First of all, the idea of a deep state is a paranoid conspiracy theory invented by people who have nothing better to do than to stir up fear and hate. And secondly, even if such a thing existed, do you honestly think someone like me, a democratic socialist, would have anything to do with it? Get your head out of your ass and start focusing on real issues instead of wasting everyone's time with your nonsensical bullshit.
Wait, huge news coming in from our chat. A viewer wants to know if AOC would be willing to spray me with the gay frog juice. Now, of course, I think this is a terrible idea and would never agree to such a thing. But AOC, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you really think this kind of behavior is acceptable? Do you want to turn me into a gay frog? Yes, please explain yourself.
First of all, Alex Jones, I didn't agree to come onto your show to hear your weird frog conspiracy theories or discuss absurd requests from your chat. Secondly, no one, not even someone as unhinged as yourself, can be turned into a gay frog. Your constant promotion of discriminatory ideologies and rejection of scientific facts is what's truly unacceptable. If you want to have a productive conversation, I suggest we discuss real issues that our country is facing, such as the climate crisis and economic inequality.
There's a few more questions, and then we're pretty much calling it a day, actually. I think that's a good time. Maral just comes, and we're a few more questions, and we're going to call it a day.
Nice.
So, Maral, you came here. What did you want to come for?
I just wanted to get some attention from the chat. Hi.
So, you guys already regret it for voting yes?
Sorry. I got my attention now. I could technically leave, but, you know, now that we're already in this format, you know. What did he say? He said he voted no. You little slimy ball. Parody.
You're not George Carlin.
Stack of bullshit.
You're not George Carlin.
I'm sorry. I like to pretend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A few more questions here, and then pretty much like, let me see here what this is. Oh.
Do you eat corn the long way? That's funny, guys. Haha.
I mean, well, I would like to say something, but it applies to everyone. I wanted to say you're better off asking these questions to AI, Maral, because she would be more intelligent in answering. But that's almost true for all guests. So yeah, their AI version is just more intelligent.
Damn the burn.
But it's not a burn.
I don't even have a good comeback.
But it's not even a burn because it applies to all of them. That's the
Where's
part.
the triple threat? Where's the third one? That was the second one.
I'm not even trying to burn you.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Let's go here. A few last questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, we got a question here from the chat. It goes like this. Trump built a wall around the gay frogs. Are we safe now? Ha, ha, ha. Now, I know that might sound like a joke, but it just goes to show how far the globalists will go to destroy our frogs. Now, AOC, I got to ask, do you think Trump's gay frog wall is enough to protect America from the interdimensional vampires that are threatening our way of life? What do you think, Alexandria?
First of all, let me just say that the idea that Trump's wall is protecting us from gay frogs and interdimensional vampires is complete and utter bullshit. The only walls that are being built are the walls that are being built around the minds of people who believe in these insane conspiracy theories. Secondly, it's important to focus on real threats to our environment and our way of life, like climate change, income inequality, and systemic racism, instead of these baseless theories. So to answer your question, Alex Jones, no, I don't believe that Trump's wall is enough to protect us from imaginary threats. We need to focus on real issues and come together to work towards solutions instead of spreading fear and hate.
Folks, I've got a question from one of you in the chat here. Now, this is from Tryhard 69,420 Kid, and they want to know, AOC, do you think it's possible that you're actually a lizard? Now, I don't want to believe it, but we've got to ask the hard questions. What do you think, AOC? Could you be an interdimensional, shape-shifting monster? The people need to know.
First First of all, let me just say that tryhard 69,420 kid is probably just another one of those QAnon conspiracy theorists who have nothing better to do than make ridiculous and baseless accusations. But to answer your question, Alex, no, I am not a lizard person. I am a human being who cares deeply about the struggles of working class Americans. Instead of focusing on absurd conspiracy theories, maybe we should be discussing real issues like affordable health care, education, and housing. Let's use our platform to make a positive change in the world, rather than spreading false and harmful rumors about one another.
Okay, folks, we have a question from the chat here for our guest AOC. This one says, AOC, can you explain why you, as a vegan, are killing all the plants? Now I know the globalist elite are trying to make us all into vegans, but I never thought they'd be killing plants too. This is getting out of hand, folks. We can't let the globalists win. But AOC, can you explain to our viewers why they think you're killing all the plants? I'm sick of the same old script here, bud.
Oh boy, Alex. First of all, the globalist elites aren't trying to make us all into vegans. That's just absurd. I eat a plant-based diet for a number of reasons, one of them being that it's more sustainable for the environment. And as for killing plants, well, I hate to break it to you, but every time you take a bite of a salad or chomp down on some broccoli, you're killing plants too. It's just a part of life, buddy, but I guess that's just too complex of a concept for your tiny brain to comprehend. Keep peddling those conspiracy theories, Alex. Maybe one day they'll make you relevant again.